Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Resident Evil 3 Remake. You're here with Morris at the end of the last episode. We had just by a whisker, missed Nikolai. But don't worry, because now Tyrell's here. I'm not sure how he got through, actually.
Vaccine up ahead.
Maybe I cleared the way. Maybe it's because of my hard work. Sorry, I need to turn this down in my own ears right now. Okay, that's a little bit better. Sorry. Okay, let's go. Oh no, forced walking. Oh, I can still dodge my way to the end. Come on, Tyrell, keep it together.
Stop?
Stop and do what? I got your back.
All right, let's get this done.
Stop and not turn into a zombie. God, I'm always blown away by how good everybody looks in this game. Oh, no.
Tyrell!
Come on, Jill. You have more powerful guns than that. I don't even have the handgun on me.
Keep going.
Where'd you get that?
There. No!
Oh.
Shit!
I don't know which entrance Nemesis got down here, but he is very much down here. Up. Shower scene. Oh no. It's gonna get taken down. YouTube's gonna ban me. Oh god. Okay, well, it's happened now. There's nothing I can possibly do about it. And yes, shower scenes generally indicate we are now in the lab section of the Resident Evil game. And as you can see, the people in the lab are doing just as badly, if not worse, than the people above. Oh, save room. Immediately. From save room to save room. I'll take it. Nest 2. Employee regulations. Attention Nest 2 employees. The objective of this T-virus research facility differ from those of Umbrella's main Nest facility. Here we focus on real-world use cases which arise as new bioweapons are created and introduced, such as the need for T-virus vaccines and new weaponry capable of suppressing bioweapons. Some aspects of our work here can be dangerous. Some of them can be dangerous. Not everything's dangerous. You know, there's a lot of biohazard symbols around the place. You might think that everything's dangerous, but it's not all dangerous, you know. But it's imperative that all employees adhere to workplace regulations without fail, in particular unauthorized entry by unapproved visitors, or the removal of work-related data or materials will be met with severe disciplinary measures. It is a great honor to be part of the finest research organization in the world. Keep this in mind and stick to the rules as we forge new and revolutionary technologies. Oh, and a map also. Well, that's handy. Anything else? I don't think we really need to do much inventory management. We just keep it moving. We just keep it going. But yeah, I really love the nest in RE2. I just visually, just so different from the RPD, and this is so different from Raccoon City. Just everything is weirdly, you know, I don't know, clean. It's easy on the eye, you know. Well, it's not all clean. I mean, there are definitely a lot of body parts, you know. But it's mostly pretty clean. Isaac Graves' diary. The pay was generous, the benefits were good. Most importantly, they promised me I'd be contributing to state-of-the-art medical tech research for a university teacher stuck working in nowhere America. It was a golden opportunity, like winning the lottery. So I went for it. I made the pitch to my family and we agreed to move here to Raccoon City. Well, hindsight is 20/20, because this lab is a den of monsters who conduct cruel and barbaric experiments for the sole purpose of taking human life in the most sickening way possible. It's messed up, the world needs to know. But every time I work up enough courage to blow the whistle, I think of Penny and Casey and immediately chicken out. Umbrella owns this town. There was this guy they caught trying to smuggle out company secrets. They essentially fed him to one of the betas. Fed him! I saw the whole thing. I got my wife and daughter into this. I just need to do my job, do as I'm told. For their sake. But let this be testament that I do have a conscience and that I've learned my lesson. Well, he now has a shotgun shell in his head, so... Lesson learned. And delivered. And executed. Literally. Well, this all looks very top secret. Let's just rummage through the shelves here. I smell bullets. Oh, I have bullets. There we go. And this machine looks important.
To begin vaccine synthesis, place the materials in the chamber.
Synthesis? I have to make it myself? Alright, gotta figure this out.
Essay on vaccine synthesis. That's handy to have right next to the synthesis machine. On the roles of antigens and adjuvants in vaccine synthesis. Is that how you say that? Adjuvants. I remember this is the first time I think I'd seen that word when we streamed this. Dr. Nathaniel Bard, Chief Researcher, Spencer Memorial Hospital. To most efficiently synthesize a vaccine, both an antigen and an adjuvant are required. The antigen produces an immune response, while the adjuvant increases the effects of such responses, leading to increased antibody production. By combining samples of these two ingredients, one can create a potent vaccine base. By processing this vaccine base with our proprietary equipment, a larger batch of vaccine can be created with astonishing ease. What's more, my latest antigen and adjuvant samples yield unprecedented rates of antibody production, producing more than 1,000 times the yield of traditional materials. This not only makes it an effective vaccine, but also a potential way to eliminate existing infections. Well, we just need to get our hands on a couple of those gizmos.
Override key successfully generated.
But first, this gizmo.
Override key removed.
It's a flash drive. Override key. A key, basically. What a view. Shame there's nothing here. Right, let's go. Let's move, Jill. Nobody else around this place is creating anywhere near enough vaccine. That's what my researchers up in Raccoon City over the past few episodes has concluded. That there's just not enough vaccine around the place. So, if you want a job done right, do it yourself, and all that. What ho? And there are more pale heads around here, so that's why I've brought the revolver with us, as it's super effective against them. Oh, but it's only effective if you actually hit them in the head. That's the important bit. You actually have to hit them. Keeping my eye on them. Because the revolver is good, but you never know. I feel like they're always going to get up. Oh, hello. Our old friend, Mr. Grabby Claw, giving us exactly what we need.
Huh. An antigen sample. I'll definitely need this for the vaccine.
That's handy. And I really like that the liquid moves, like, inside this little tube here. Like, it moves from side to side. I love details like that. It's just so unnecessary. They didn't need to make it do that, but I really like it. Weaponry Authorization Request. Dear Dr. Emerson, I would like to formally request that the weaponry normally reserved for the bioweapon synthesis team be made available for any employees interfacing with the admission and dismissal of test subjects. These test subjects do not present the same levels of danger as our bioweapon products, but I believe that this weaponry authorization is advisable as outlined below. Recently, some test subjects have developed a new mutation granting them very high regrowth abilities. Our team refers to these specimens as paleheads. They have been appearing with regularity, but the specific cause has not yet been determined. The astonishing rate at which these paleheads regenerate make it difficult to deliver a lethal blow with standard weaponry. If any sort of system failure were to occur within our facility, we would be woefully underprepared to defend ourselves. For this reason, I would like to request that high-powered weaponry capable of subduing the paleheads be issued to all of our employees working in shipping and processing. This will ensure that in the event of an emergency, we will be able to quickly eliminate the threat and evacuate safely. Thank you very much for your consideration. Shipping and Processing Manager, Gabriel Reed. Well, Gabriel, when you're right, you're right. They are difficult to dispose of. But it kind of suggests that they are, you know, the regenerators that you would kind of know from, I guess, RE4 and 5. Which is not really true. Like, as long as you are... I mean, that should be that for that enemy, you know what I mean? Whereas, back in the day, back in the good old days, that would really not be enough to destroy something that regenerates. But if I was to hit it with the shotgun, you sort of see it slow down, and it's almost as if steam is coming off it, and I guess that's it, regenerating. To be honest, I've never really left it alive long enough to test out what their regenerative abilities are. Shipping notice. Cargo, Nemesis, shipping route CDG JFK RC. Shipment date, September 1st, 1998. Shipment type, Class 1 hazardous materials. Additional notes. All transit within the United States is to be made via helicopter. Take extreme care during takeoff and landing as shock to the parcel may potentially lead to self-activation. We here at the European branch are excited to hear your thoughts and evaluation of this newest prototype, and are pleased to offer the specimen to you for testing. It has been through numerous trials and possesses incredible destructive power, so please exercise extreme caution when using it. Lead developer, Dr. Herman Frankel. So Nemesis is from the European branch. Oh, I just got the achievement for Bookworm. I guess this is the only time in all the times I played it that I actually picked up all the notes. That's funny. In fact, that's probably the one that I missed. I don't think I remember reading that ever. So Nemesis hails from Europe. Resident Evil occurring in Europe? My goodness. Where could this possibly lead to next? Scientists dying message. It's happened. Our worst case scenario. The T-virus has somehow leaked. Under orders from Dr. Bard, I'm to manufacture mass quantities of the vaccine. I've prepared a culture of the T-virus antigen. Now I just need to combine it with an adjuvant to enhance its effects. Adjuvant? Adjuvant. I feel like it's adjuvant. Anyway, it's really bothering me. And I should be able to produce enough vaccine to save all the surviving citizens. The adjuvant samples are stored in the incubation lab. Test subjects are already wandering the halls. But I'd better find a way to get some samples while this culture is maturing. If I don't make it back, please complete the synthesis process. Try to find a way to stop this outbreak. It's the least we can do after setting these horrifying events in motion. I just remembered what's coming up next, actually, so I'm just gonna dip back into the save room to perhaps grab something to help me deal with what's coming up next. And maybe put all of this junk back as well. The grenade launcher might be giving away what's potentially about to happen. What does gunpowder do again? Combine with gunpowder to create shotgun shells, or combine with another high-grade gunpowder to make mag ammo. Oh, okay. We should really use some of this stuff sometime, you know? Anyway. I don't want to do it. Possibly giving the game away as to what's coming next, but hey. Hey-ho, let's go. Oh, I'm in caution as well. I should be careful. Oh. Well, that will help. And more gunpowder. I really shouldn't pick it up because I do need the inventory space. Oh my goodness me. I really have none of it. I don't suppose there's another hit pouch, like, right here, is there?
This must be what powers it.
Oh, hello, sir. My goodness. You look hungry. Simple enough. I might dip back into the save room now, actually. There's no point carrying one grenade round and one flame round. That just seems like a waste. Maybe I should just use them, actually. What would I get rid of? I'd get rid of that. First aid spray, maybe. Ugh, I'm like slaving over this. And I really don't need to. We'll just use the stuff. As long as I have one slot in order to pick out the key item, that's fine. So this is a pretty neat room.
Is this where they're made?
Just these chambers with you got hunters in, but you've also got tyrants. I mean, obviously less,
tyrants.
maybe less successful models. I mean, they, you know, they don't all look particularly sort of battle ready, I guess. Like even like the model of the face, you can sort of recognize from fighting Mr. X, for example. Not that one. That one didn't quite work out, I guess. Keeping it on ice for some reason. I guess they're confident that eventually it will work. But yeah, I like that room. As gross as it is, I do like that room.
Out of the way!
Out of the way, folks. Oops. My god. Thought I changed to the shotgun. Clearly I did not. Oh. I've always found it very tough to dodge those tentacles. I guess the tentacles. I try and go off like a sound cue, but I always seem to... I've never quite got it down, you know? Ah, now we have space. See? I knew it wasn't worth going back. And I'll probably just use this last Magnum round here as well. Just to free up even more space. Expression of concern. Senior Fellow Dr. Frankel, please allow me to send my heartfelt congratulations to you and your colleagues at Umbrella Europe for completing Nemesis, a truly remarkable achievement in the field of bioweapons research. Introducing a parasitic organism into a tyrant's brain to gain external control of it? How can I not marvel at such a wild idea? So here's where this game is trying to connect RE3 and RE4, you know? However, from a medical perspective, which I really appreciate. However, from a medical perspective, I must emphatically state my disapproval of this shift away from established Umbrella policy. By turning to the use of parasites, you are setting a dangerous precedent. Viruses can be kept in check. I believe an effective vaccine can be developed for any virus on Earth. Well, let's hope so, right? With abundant funding and a bounty of samples, of course. Can you say the same for parasites, however? Doctors have tried in vain to develop a vaccine for malaria. Parasites like Plasmodium are far more genetically complex than the T-virus, and to think they will submit to control is utter folly. Perhaps in your country, consumers are willing to buy automobiles with no brakes, but here in America, they know better. Then again, I recall you have a degree in economics, so no doubt you've already devised a brilliant marketing strategy to win over the naysayers. I look forward to your talk at the forum in Berlin next month. In the meantime, I shall be exploring medical solutions to this hubristic problem you've foisted on us. Sincerely, Nathaniel Bard.
Nemesis.
Oh, that's right. And now this is the first time Jill actually even it's you know, Jill realizes that it's called Nemesis.
An adjuvant sample. These are combined with antigens to increase immune system response.
She's catching on, is our Jill. So now I have a vaccine base. This is technically a vaccine, but it needs to be processed for distribution. Perhaps there's equipment. Well, let's hope so. And I have one more slot to pick up that gunpowder down here. That's worked out perfectly. Assuming we don't die. I mean, everything will be fine. There'll be no disasters. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Please, please. Perfect, perfect. Oh, dang it. Didn't see the leap coming. Fortunately, none of these busted tyrants break out to join the fun. All right, let's synthesize a vaccine, shall we? Maybe we'll dump some items. To be honest, it doesn't really matter at this point. Because we are fast closing in on the end of the game. I mean, again, the lab in this is not really that expensive. It's quite a small area. What is it? Mid, low, high? Or low, mid, high? Low, high, mid, mid, low, mid. Oh god. Got it written down somewhere. There we go. Mid, high, low. The only one I didn't try. Perfect.
Synthesizing vaccine.
Yes.
Synthesis complete. Please remove the vaccine canister.
Ooh, glow stick. God, that seems so dangerous. Just slash wildly at your own face. Escape. Come on, Jill, we got this. This is a bit of a strange section. You can't actually move the camera here, so I have absolutely no idea what's behind us. Well, I mean, I have an inkling as to what's behind us, but you can't turn to look. Again, it's unfortunately just in a little section where you sort of on rails, really. Ah, look at all this gear. I wonder what this could possibly be leading to. Okay. Don't think I need the knife at this point. Let's put it that way. Yeah, let's ditch the mine round, I guess. Seems we only have one. Keep the hand grenades. And I guess we'll make some mag ammo. Seems like it would be the most useful thing. Maybe one more. And then some shotgun shells. I think we pick some up in the next fight, so. And let's take that. I don't think I'll need any more ammo for it. I don't know. I seem to sometimes struggle with this fight, with this next fight coming up. What do we want? Grenade rounds or acid rounds? I sort of want acid rounds, because I feel like I've never had this much explosive B before. So maybe I do want some. Why not? Let's live a little, shall we? And that'll probably do it. Maybe another health. Maybe another health? Maybe another health. Means we can't pick anything up, but... whatever. That should be enough. I would hope. So what we're starting with? Explosive rounds? That works. That works for me.
What in God's name is this place?
Looks like a potential arena of some kind. Oh no!
Don't! The city needs that vaccine!
More than I do. I don't think the wisdom I've been trying to impart on you is getting through. Now I know you can't put a price on life. But I'm in this business to get paid. So let's make a deal. You go down there, battle the Nemesis, and I'll recall it all and sell the combat data.
I'll put it on YouTube.
Put on a good show, and maybe I don't need the vaccine.
Get a few million views, and maybe I'll give you the vaccine back. Like, comment, subscribe. Alrighty. Back, you devil. So that, yeah, I like this. I like this design of Nemesis. I mean, I know that. I mean, even I've said it. A lot of people have said it. That this is not, obviously, not as spooky as, not as scary, I should say, as, you know, if you just fight in the normal Nemesis from the original game. But I kind of, I don't know. I like this design for this monster. What can I say? God, I'm reloading far too much. Oh! Not totally lost our ability to dodge, so that's nice.
Jill, is that you?
Carlos?
You're okay. Let me spot for you.
Good idea.
Everyone's favorite is back. What do we got? What do we got? What's he doing? What's he about to do? This fight does have a bit of a gimmick to it, but I don't want to get too excited. Okay, he's gonna... he is going to hit the walls again. Well, the walls? No, he's just gonna do a bit of a lap of the perimeter.
Watch it, you've got company.
I know I've got company.
He's hiding behind tape 4. Now, rip that fucker apart.
Where is he? Oh, crud. So this fight is... Uh-oh. I knew I was going to get hit by that. This fight is really only tricky because of the sort of the ads, I guess, that come into the fight.
Here comes some more.
Otherwise, it's kind of fine, really.
He's behind number 6. Yeah.
I don't know if there's a sort of a set pattern to where he's going to end up. Yo! And that camera is loving getting real close to me again. Oh, hey! Oh, he's up and about again. Okay. That was quick.
Got some more incoming. Number 6.
That's right.
I got this. Not what I intended to hit. But I'll take it.
Just trying not to accidentally... Because I want to keep Nemesis on screen. And it's very easy to, obviously, if you're not looking, to just run into a zombie. But we're doing okay. Might just heal up, just in case.
Here comes some more.
I don't know who's constantly flushing zombies down here. Ow. Jeez. Oh my god, is that straight to danger? Ooh. Ooh, don't like that. Okay, let's get our dodge ability back, shall we? Okay, let's dodge once, can we? Just once, Jill. Oh, this is good now. Now he's just getting real aggressive. I like this. I want to know where I stand, you know? Perfect. Perfect execution.
Here comes a crane. Use it to climb up.
Come on. Come on.
Jill, get back!
Ooh.
Now get on!
Well, nothing survives that.
I'm gonna melt this fucker into mush.
And if it did, well, nothing survives that. Oh, man. Ugh. Teeth are almost as bad as mine.
I'll meet you up ahead.
Nikolai, where did you go? I have to get that vaccine back.
I was very much considering pausing here and saving the next bit for another episode. But I kind of feel like, I don't know, there's not much point, really. We might as well keep going. Let's keep going. Alright. Weapon spec sheet. XXXXX. Redacted. Project title. Ferromagnetic Infantry Use Next Generation Railgun. Development code name Finger. Ugh, not sure about that. Chief Developer Nest 2. Lead Researcher Cornell Garner. Assisting Developer United States Army. And lots of other fun things. Project objective. Suppression of new bioweapons in case of outbreak. Additional notes. Extreme firepower provides the secondary benefit of completely obliterating the target, leaving no trace behind. User feedback. This thing is totally rad. Tyrants out of line? Just give them the finger and problem solved. Packs the firepower we need. It would be even better if there was a way to control the output. Mobility may prove to be problematic in the field. Perhaps this platform could be refined. It requires multiple power sources. May be difficult to secure in practice. Could you consolidate to a single power source? Alright, well we don't need that anymore. And to be fair, we also don't need a lot of this stuff. Don't need that or that or that. We just really need heals, and that's about it. Couple of heals to keep us in the game if we need it. Shotgun, we probably don't even need the shotgun, in all honesty. And then we'll just grab the rest of the handgun ammo, and then that should pretty much do it. And one final gunpowder that we'll not use. So that's every gunpowder. Apart from that one I used to make those shotgun shells that I ended up not needing. Excellent. I would probably just take more heals, but I can't be bothered making any. So let's go, shall we? Welcome to a room that I have seen for hours on end. Hours on end. I'll explain in a second.
It's done. Give me the vaccine, you greedy son of a bitch.
No. You print money. I like money. We shall make ours an ongoing arrangement. Now drop the gun.
I like how Jill was definitely never going to drop the gun.
Have you ever seen anything so incredible? The data on this would be worth millions. But, you know how it is. City's about to explode, and you can't put a price on life. Good luck!
Nikolai!
Ah, you're so evil.
Go after Nikolai! He's got the vaccine!
What about you?
We're running out of time. I've got this.
I know you do.
I love that.
Look, just so you know, this is the last fucking time.
So that's a big nemesis. But don't worry, we have just the thing. We have just the thing for this. Just the weapon we need. Outrageous.
These reactivate power sources.
Damn, it needs power.
Now, I can't quite describe to you how many times I've done this, seen this a little bit, been in this room. Because, this fight on Inferno and, you know, whatever the hardest difficulties are, Nightmare, Inferno, whatever it is, whatever the hardest one is absolutely ridiculous. One of the most unreasonable fights I think I've ever been a part of in my life. Because, yeah, what you have to do is shoot those little, I don't know, the glowing weak spots. Let's call them the glowing weak spots. And then, you know, Nemesis goes down and you have a chance to put these sort of giant batteries, I guess, back in, power sources back in, and then that charges the gun and you get another shot off. on the harder difficulties,
Go ahead!
the speed with which he attacks, the ferocity, you know, we're talking like 7, 8 times in a row that you have to get perfect dodges, by the way. And if you don't get the perfect dodges, then he will just either instantly kill you, or he will knock you back and stun you, and then attack you so fast again that you just get hit again anyway. So you have basically no chance whatsoever if you get hit. Yeah, it's one of the things that I guess came up. I'm not the only one who had problems with it.
All power sources activated.
But it's one of the reasons I'll probably never play on that difficulty again. Because when we streamed it, I mean, the VODs are there on Twitch, but when we streamed it, we must have been here for like an hour and a half before I actually managed to get to this stage on that harder difficulty. And even if you manage to down him,
Come on!
he gets up almost instant.
Take the fucking hit!
But I'm happy to say on standard, it's nowhere near as painful.
Good riddance.
And we are rewarded with one of the coolest visuals in Resident Evil ever. Which is a room full of Nemesis innards. And that beam, that railgun shot, just melts several walls. Combined with Jill just being a badass, as usual. Yeah, that's still... like, my eyes are really wide right now looking at that. It still looks great. Anyway, let's get out of here. So that's the end of Nemesis, folks. We did it. It's finally over. Suspicious contract memo. Contract overview. Received offer from client seeking to use RC Crisis to undermine and claim market share from UC via a multi-pronged strategy. A. Sabotage UC attempts to destroy evidence of outbreak to maximize culpability. Induce encounters between UC bioweapons and security forces / law enforcement and collect combat data to ascertain viability of tech. And C. Report deployment of any new bioweapons, including Project N. See specs. Remuneration exceeds current offer from UC and takes top priority. However, the client has agreed to a grace period before using any of the deliverables so that payment from UC may also be collected. Hey, Nikolai, I think you dropped something. Nikolai, come on. Collect your suspicious papers. Don't leave them lying around.
Can't let anyone get away with that vaccine. I hope Carlos managed to stop him.
And as is the tradition, we have to
Still catch him.
get out via some kind of circular lift. Oh, finally.
Oh
No. Ooh.
You're not going to stop. Promised you this, didn't I?
no! Do you have any idea what you've just done?
Oh no, don't care. My client ordered me to reduce Umbrella to rub.
10 minutes until missile
Ah.
impact.
The missile has launched. And that is my cue. Goodbye, Miss Valentine.
Ooh, Nikolai is so evil.
Listen to me when you had the chance.
Jill! Shoot him!
I can't! I'll hit you!
Do it! You have to! There's no other way.
There's no other way. Oh. I like hit him in the arm there. I nearly missed.
I told you I couldn't leave you in a Carlos's world. That would just be too cruel.
It is, it's amazing when you don't shoot. Nikolai breaks free and, like, just throws a knife at Jill. It's quite brutal.
Why'd you do it?
And that may or may not have happened first time.
There's a price tag for everything. Even letting the world burn.
Who are you working for?
I'll tell you, if you get me out of here. I'll pay you whatever you want. You're a fool.
I love how Jill's like, yeah, alright, whatever. I'll go then.
If I die, you'll never find out the truth.
I don't mind a little detective work.
I'm stars, idiot. It's what we do. Normally.
Jill, you alright?
There it is.
Wow, that nearly hit us.
Finally over.
It's finally over, he said it.
So long, RC.
Aw.
I felt empty and cold as the heat from the blast washed over us. All this death wasn't caused by a monster-making virus. It was greed. Human greed. I decided then and there, the ashes of Raccoon City would be Umbrella's ashes too. I would end them, once and for all.
And there we have it. Everybody, Resident Evil 3 Remake. Always get a little bit choked up when Jill says so long, RC. Especially this time around, because it's like, are we ever going to see Raccoon City again for any reason whatsoever? Other than the show. Which show is it? I can't remember which show it is out of the ones that we mentioned that's going to be like, yeah, we built new Raccoon City. And you're like, no one would ever do that. No one would ever do that, would they? I guess they did. Anyway. So yeah, not a long game, as you can see. I mean, you know, obviously a bit longer on a first-time playthrough, but going through it again, not so much. But it has its... I mean, it has its strengths. It has its strengths. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, alright? And you can't convince me that it isn't gorgeous, right? And that keeps... sometimes when you're introduced... Sometimes when you play a game and you're like, wow, this game is beautiful, you kind of get used to it. You know, and especially over a period of time, your standards kind of shift and all that stuff. This, every time I play it, I'm like, God, this game is gorgeous. I never seem to get used to it, you know? So I think that is a big strength. What I said at the beginning about, you know, Jill and Carlos in this, the dynamic between the two is the strongest pairing, I think, for a Resident Evil game that we've had. Feels very organic. which is not something you really get from Resident Evil. You know, it's a bit pantomime and a bit comic book sometimes. But this feels a little bit more organic. So I really love that. But it's such a shame that it's got all the right pieces, you know. They made RE2 Remake, and they sort of had this framework to build on, you know, to make RE3 something really, really special. But it just didn't really get there for me anyway. You know, we've spoken about Nemesis. I really like Nemesis's design in each phase, you know, right from the start to right to that final phase. I like all of those designs. Sorry, I need to take a drink here. Long episode. Yeah, I like all of those designs, and I like all of the cast and everything. You know, Nikolai is as evil as ever. And I like the links here between, you know, the link it's trying to make between RE3 and RE4. I like the fact that it's sort of, Nikolai is now the excuse for why things kind of went as wrong as it did for Mikhail's team. Because, yeah, why? I guess it was just assumed that they were overrun, they weren't prepared, but no, I like blaming Nikolai for that. Yeah, I mean, for me it makes sense. It's a nice little addition. Carlos is obviously much better in this version. If you go back and play that original RE3, you're like, oh no. I go back to my earlier pantomime comment. But there are just some parts here that they just weren't fleshed out quite enough, really, for my liking. Like I say, you only had that opening section in Raccoon City where you kind of have this map to explore, and even that's not, you know, not on par with something like the RPD or the mansion. That last lab section there, you know, it's really just a few corridors, you know, with a couple of rooms on the end. Not really much in the way of in the way of puzzle solving. There was only the bit with the subway, and that's it. That's it, really. So, it just falls short of where it could have been. Again, Nemesis, I feel, should have been... If you play this, I'm not saying don't play it, because it's really good. It is really good, and I recommend it. But it's hard after, you know, playing it for this long, and then obviously comparing it to an original. You know, it is a remake. It's difficult to get away from these kind of comparisons. But, I've lost my train of thought. I think what I was going to say is... you know, you play that original, and Nemesis is much more of a threat, I feel, in the original, as he should be. And this is what I'm saying, you know, they built this framework. They had Mr. X, right? They had Mr. X, and that was, you know, really successfully executed in RE2 Remake. You know, it's like, say, almost an open goal that they missed here. But if you go and play those harder difficulties, yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you go play those harder difficulties, Nemesis is a lot more threatening. He is absolutely just gunning for you the whole time. Will not let up, especially in that opening section. That's how it should have been, really, the whole way through. They should have had more sections like that. More potential for Nemesis to really track you around like a larger map, you know? And have a lot of... wow, that car's going way too fast down this road. Sorry, I'm looking out the window at the moment. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so... you know, they should have had a larger map. And Nemesis can really, like, in that opening section, can really, like, surprise you in a lot of different ways. And there's a... You know, we even saw one of them where he kind of, you know... jumps and he sort of grabs the ladder and slides down the ladder and spins around to face you, and there's a lot of fun stuff like that in that area. But they just need to build on that and really lean into that. But I still really like this game, but it's not got as much replay value for me. Still very enjoyable though, for what it is. For the time you're in it, for the time I'm in this game, I am enjoying it, and I'm very worried that I was coming across as too negative, so I apologize if it comes across that way. Like I say, it's difficult for me to get away from making the comparisons, really. But I have every faith that Resident Evil 4 Remake will be handled with the same care and attention that number 2 was handled with. That's Jill, by the way, being like, hey, I need to do something with this. B rank? Come on. I deserve a little bit more than that, surely. Total playtime, 31 hours, 42. So I have played this a decent amount. I think that there is testament to how much I actually do enjoy. I mean, a lot of that is taken up by those playthroughs of the harder difficulties, which you can see on Twitch. I keep saying it, but yeah, they're on there. And then you just get flipped straight back to the menu. Oh, bookworm, of course. Excellent. So yeah, afterwards you can go to the shop, and here's where you can buy various different bonus items. Obviously, gotta have the Stars gear, gotta have the Stars costume. I think that might be the first thing I bought. There's a lot of fun stuff, to be honest. Stars Field Combat Manual. The Manual of Stars Combat Knowledge, edited by Chris Redfield. While held, physical feats such as perfect dodge become easier to perform. Carry more to increase the effect. You can buy more than one of those. And there's, yeah, fun bonus weapons. Oh, those are my hit pouches. Bonus weapons. You know, there's fun stuff, which obviously I haven't tried a lot of it, but there's potential for extra playthroughs there. I kind of focused on these little coins, which you sort of get in, I think RE7 has them as well. Defense coins and recovery coins and things. Anyway, there's some stuff there, and obviously there are a few unlockables. Yeah. Love a bit of Jill and Carlos. You gotta love a bit of Jill and Carlos. Come on. Anyway, that's gonna be it from me. Wow, just under an hour. Thank you very much for watching if you got this far, folks, and thank you for watching the whole playthrough. I hope you've enjoyed it. I don't know what the next one's gonna be, because like I say, the focus at the moment is Twitch, and I think if I'm going to make a YouTube series, it's going to have to be something special, really, something really important to me. And I sort of toying at the moment with ideas of, you know, what to do with the channel. Do I want to keep it as like just video games? Do I want to expand on that? Do I want to do something else? You know, move away from games and do something else? I don't really know. I'm toying with a lot of different ideas at the moment. But rest assured, I'm still here. Still safe, still healthy, still well. I hope all of you are as well. At the moment, you know, it's very difficult out there. I am very much one of the lucky ones that I still get to sort of sit here quite comfortably and make these videos, and hopefully, I guess the point of still doing this is people watching and going, you know what, my day is a little bit better now that I watched that. I enjoyed the last half an hour. I enjoyed the last hour. That's really what it's all about. So, if you did, then that's all I'll ever need. But yeah, I want to wish you all the best, folks. Like I say, I don't know what the next video will be. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. If you do want to see more, I'm going to plug it one last time: twitch.tv/MoonwalkerMorris. We're there most weekends. We're there pretty much every weekend, playing Resident Evil and, you know, a bunch of other stuff. We just recently went through Metal Gear Solid 1 through 4, so that was something that was very enjoyable. So yeah, there's lots going on. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to stop taking up any more of your time, and I'll just wish you all the best, and thank you once again for watching, folks, and I will see you in the next video. See you later.